Do we like, where do we want her? Is she good there? Oh, I have to scoot over. Alright, I have my friends with me. Can you tell what the video is about? Hi everyone, Gabby here, and if you couldn't tell by my beautiful new set decorations, today's video is going to be all about PreCure, specifically the brand new season coming out on February 28th. Yes, February 28th. I will correct myself if I'm horribly wrong, but Tropical-Rouge PreCure is coming out on February 28th, and I could not be any more excited. And so today I thought it would be fun to talk about what I've found out about Tropical-Rouge PreCure, talk about some of my theories, talk about my first impressions before the anime airs. This is, for context, all before the anime is airing, so obviously there's certain things I don't know, and if you go back and watch this after the season's aired and you're like, Gabby, that never happened, this was filmed before it ever started. So now I'm not gonna lie, part of me was like, do I make a PowerPoint presentation? Because I took notes. I literally took notes on research that I did and just my theories, and we're gonna just share them in my cute little notebook. It's not that exciting, it's literally like my green video notebook that I keep all my video notes in. And also, I'll probably pull up my phone once in a while because I have like some pictures saved of like some leaks and things. So if you don't want to be leaked on like the toys and the transformation items, I don't know if that's considered leaks at this moment, but I will be including some of those as well. So if you don't want to be spoiled for that, I'm sorry. I'm too excited to talk about this because I took freaking notes. Like, I've graduated from college, but like a true college student, I took notes. And we're gonna discuss. We're gonna have a PreCure discussion, if you will. So, Tropical-Rouge PreCure is the, what, it's the 18th now? It's the 18th season of PreCure. Is that right? I don't want someone to tell me I'm wrong. Why isn't it? It is. It is the 18th. PreCure is now a legal adult in America, which is crazy. I think PreCure technically could drink in Canada now. Like, think about that. Like, that's how old PreCure is. I've been watching PreCure since literally, like, Cure Black and Cure White when I was a child. So this is, like, a lot for me. But Tropical-Rouge is the current 2021 season. And literally, I'm going to insert the logo here if you haven't seen it. The second I saw it, I was like, we're getting mermaids. We're getting mermaids. We are getting mermaids. I have wanted a slight shade. I don't think Peachy Peachy Mermaid Melody is the greatest anime, but because of that, and because of how much I love mermaids, all I wanted was just mermaid PreCures. I just think it's such a cool opportunity to go for something really different, because in Star Twinkle PreCure, we got to have aliens, which I thought was a really cool concept, because when do you really see like magical alien girls? Like, you don't. So I really thought it was a cool opportunity for them to go into a completely other direction. Like, same with like Mahotsukai being witches and things like that. These cool new concepts instead of just the traditional magical girls fighting their normal universes. Speaking of mermaids, what I thought was really interesting in my research is that the character designer for Tropical-Rouge PreCure is the same character designer for Go Princess PreCure, where we literally had Cure Mermaid. What's a mermaid? Like, I want to believe that the character designer like just saw my brain and was like, yes, we need mermaid PreCures. And I think if you honestly look at the Go Princess PreCure designs and the Tropical-Rouge PreCure designs, there are a ton of similarities in terms of, I really think the designers focused on new colors and really giving it that tropical feel, especially because I feel like in like the earlier seasons, the color stories were pretty similar, and I think more recently they've been more unique in their color stories. Like, especially when Star Twinkle came out, I was like shocked by that color story because they were such new colors. Granted, we still don't really have another true green PreCure. I'm just saying, I'd like a green one. Maybe this time we'll get a green one. But yeah, let me look at my other notes. Alright, so along with my... So I really wanted to share this thing that I found while researching. Obviously, this is a translation from an original interview, but the producer of Tropical-Rouge PreCure was kind of explaining the theme of this season, and I think the theme is so perfect. I think it's a really interesting theme. And the theme for this season is motivation versus procrastination, which I think is something we can all just like think about. So how they define motivation in terms of this season's theme is finding what your most important thing to achieve now is and to keep working towards it, which I think is such a good lesson, because obviously like your dreams that you had when you were a kid is not something you're gonna realistically pursue as an adult, but learning to find that motivation to like go and figure out what you want to do and do it, whatever that may be, I think is a really cool lesson, and I think it's going to be so real and so relatable. I think it's going to be great. And then along with that, the other major theme is obviously makeup, and I think it's a really cool theme. I'm very interested. I've looked at some of the transformation items and other weapons that they have, and it's very interesting to see the similarities in terms of what the transformation items look like. Definitely has a compact vibe. I will try to insert a good quality image if I can find one. I'm even gonna look on my phone because I have, like I said, I have pictures saved. I've done research. Also, if you ever just want to like chat about PreCure or like want to see like new things coming out relating to PreCure, I'm always talking about PreCure on my Instagram story at GabbyJabbyCosplay. Shameless self-promo. But I also do share a lot of Instagram accounts that either like share PreCure news or things like that. So if you want to be more caught up on what's coming out, definitely follow me on Instagram because I promo the crap out of this anime, I swear. But yeah, in looking, I don't know the names of the items. If I find out the names of the transformation items before I release this video, I will try to include them in like subtext. But in just looking at it, it really does look like that the main like weapon they'll be using is kind of like a lipstick microphone. That's the only thing I can describe it as, because the top looks like a lipstick and then they hold it to their mouths like you would a microphone or maybe a lipstick. I'm very intrigued how this is going to work, but I also really think it's a very cute, very pastel color story. So I'm very vaguely gonna go over the plot. Obviously, if you want to know what the plot is, you can read any of the links I put in the description. But basically, there is going to be our main character, Natsumi Manatsu. Also, if I butcher any of these names, please don't come for me. I don't know Japanese. I've only learned Chinese and Korean. Give me a break. But she's our main character, and she's going to come across Laura, who's this mermaid, and Laura is basically going to take Natsumi in to help her save her mermaid kingdom from this sea witch of procrastination. That is what the English translation basically is. And so we have our main PreCure, Natsumi Manatsu, and first of all, her design is so perfect for the theme. I love the little flower, I love the colors. She just is so pretty. She's such a good main PreCure design. And I say main PreCure design in that like there's usually the main one, you know, like the main one, and then like the other ones, like they're all still PreCures, but you gotta have a good design for your main one, and I think she has a really eye-catching design. And then from like her character description that we have so far, she's very energetic and impulsive and kind of gives me a bit of like a Cure Marine vibe, and I would be very happy if she had a Cure Marine vibe, like a slightly toned down Cure Marine. I think kind of the vibe I get from her so far. But what I'm really interested in, and I don't know if this is like official info, but from what I previously read, her most precious item is a lipstick her mother gave her. And like I said, the transformation item has some sort of like lipstick motif. So I'm almost wondering if maybe the precious lipstick turns into the weapon. That could be something interesting. But I'm also very curious on why that item is so important to her, and I'm wondering if we're gonna have some sad no mom backstory or something. What else about her? I think she really has one of the most stellar designs. so perfect. Like, but I love like the ombre hair and like the different pieces of hair being different colors. It reminds me of like a bird of paradise flower, and it feels so perfect. It is so perfect. And her cure name is Cure Summer, and I think that is just so sweet. So sweet. I'm excited for her. I'm very excited. I think she's going to be a very interesting main character. All right, our next character in the good old list is Suzumura Sango. Again, I'm gonna butcher these names, I'm sorry. And she is our purple PreCure. And as y'all know, if you follow me on Instagram, I've already said that she has my favorite design, and I will not hesitate. I have a soft spot for the purple PreCures. What can I say? And so from her character description, what we know about her is that her family owns like a beauty salon, and that she just is very knowledgeable on the subject, which again gives me Cure Marine vibes with her and her family's fashion store and her wanting to be a fashion designer. So I'm wondering if Sango is going to be interested in cosmetics maybe. Maybe she will aspire to be a makeup artist. Or maybe she's going to have like a complete different goal in life and is gonna do a whole 180 on us. Who knows? I think it's very exciting. And then I'm very interested overall in just seeing what the dynamic between her and Manatsu is going to be like. I think they'll have a very interesting dynamic based on their personalities. And again, her design as Cure Coral, I'm sorry, just look at it. Like, it is so beautiful. It's so summery. I love the little sailor hat she's got going on and her pigtails. I'm not gonna lie, I put my hair in pigtails just for her. I absolutely love her design. I think she is stunning. I can't wait to learn about her. I cannot wait for her to be my favorite. Honestly, there's only one other that might take her spot as possibly being my favorite, but like, we'll get there, okay? So the next PreCure is Minori Ichinose, also Cure Papaya, and she kind of gives me Cure Custard vibes, but like if Custard was less shy and a little more just like standoffish, like kind of if you mixed like Custard and Macaron in a weird way. I feel like that's kind of the vibe I get based on her character description. I love that she is just like the really knowledgeable one and the big into like the whole like mermaid lore. I think it's very interesting. I think she's going to be really useful in terms of them like figuring out situations, and I think she's going to get like, I don't know if she's going to be like super excitable about like interacting with Laura and the whole like mermaid world, or if she's going to be like more reserved. I'm really interested to see what her personality is exactly going to be like. I'm not gonna lie, she has my least favorite design, but it's really just to do with her hair. It just, I don't know, it just, like, it makes sense to me in terms of like the theme. I just don't personally like it, and I can just imagine someone trying to style that wig, and I feel for anyone that wants to cosplay Cure Papaya. Believe me, there's several PreCures I have not cosplayed because the wigs are insane. And then the last of the main four is Asuka Takizawa, also known as Cure Flamingo. And I love when we get the older characters in PreCure. And by that I mean like, everyone's usually like middle school age, but the ones that are like a year or two older, I find those characters always the most interesting. I love them. She's going to be very athletic and seem like a very cool, like, I'm so cool, I'm a sports star, look at me. But then she's also going to be like, she's going to have basically like a big sister character vibe, which I think is really good. I love those types of characters in PreCure, and I think it's good to have kind of like, not like a mentoring big sister character, because it's obvious she's not going to like mentor them. I feel like that's going to be more of Laura's role in terms of mentoring them as PreCures, but I really believe that Asuka is going to be the character that they kind of go to in their times of distress. She seems like that type of character to me. And again, her design, chef's kiss, it's beautiful. Like, her and Coral to me have the top two designs. I think they are both so aesthetically pleasing. What I really think in having the character designer from Go Princess PreCure design the characters for Tropical-Rouge, I think it's going to bring more people into the PreCure fandom like Go Princess PreCure did. I don't have anything else to say about Asuka. I really like her. I think she's gonna be like one of my favorites from this season. I'm very excited. And then we have Laura the Mermaid. I don't have too much on her. My main thing, and this is like my theory, but I think a lot of people think this too, Laura has to be like the 5th PreCure, right? Like, they're not gonna do that to us. Like, I can't imagine that they're going to introduce this character who's going to be like their PreCure mentor, who's not going to turn into a PreCure. Like, I need that. And to further along with that I think Laura will become a PreCure. Like how in the past there's kind of been like a second PreCure form. Like they have their original outfits and then like their more enhanced, like more powerful versions. I think in Tropical-Rouge PreCure, their more enhanced version is going to be them with mermaid tails. And here's why. If you're going to fight a sea witch, I would assume you need to go underwater, and maybe they'll do some like, oh, you can breathe underwater magic. But I would love if they all got mermaid forms like Laura and went underwater and stopped the sea witch that way. I think it would be really cool. I think they could make some really interesting figures from that. I think they could animate that beautifully. I think that could be a really, really cool way to take it. Because with Star Twinkle, what I thought was especially interesting was their take on space and creating their version of space. And I think seeing them do that with an ocean world would be incredible. I think there's a lot of areas that they could take the story. And then our good old animal mascot, we got Kururun, the seal. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted a penguin sidekick again, but I figured after we had Peggy Ton in Healing Good that we weren't gonna get another penguin. So I'm happy it's a seal. I love the little seal pup. It's so cute. Like, I was worried at first we were gonna get like just like a fish. I was like, if we're not gonna get a penguin, we're gonna get some like generic fish in like a fish bowl, which actually, in thinking about it, could be kind of cute. Like if we had a talking fish in like a magical floating fish bowl, that could have been cool. But I think it's very cute, and I'm very excited for a plush of a cute PreCure seal. I think it'll be very exciting. I am hoping though that similarly to Healing Good and a few other PreCure seasons, I am hoping it'll get put on Crunchyroll. Please make PreCure more accessible, because at the moment it's very difficult to watch most seasons of PreCure. But I think because Crunchyroll has been announcing a lot of the news regarding Tropical-Rouge, I'd like to hope that they are going to be like airing it as well on Crunchyroll. I think that's most of what I have. My main theory truly is that Laura is going to be the 5th PreCure, and that their second form is going to be something mermaid. Like, how can they fight a sea witch on land? I feel like the sea witch has to be fought in the sea. Does that make sense to anyone else but me? I think that's low-key everything I have, though. I'm like reading over my notes to be like, did I miss anything important? I think I got everything. Like I said, if I like forget the names of things, I will correct myself, and I will be inserting photos of everything I talked about. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so excited for this season. I'm very optimistic for this season. Very optimistic. Not that I didn't think Healing Good was good. I do like Healing Good PreCure. I'm not looking forward to watching it end, because I have always a good old cry fest at the end of every season of PreCure. But I'm very optimistic for Tropical-Rouge. I'm just excited to hear what your thoughts are, honestly. If you are looking forward to Tropical-Rouge PreCure, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Like, who's your favorite character design? What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think that maybe we're gonna fight giant sea monsters? That's another thing. Like, I really want to believe that like the little like villain characters that they like summon, I want to fight a giant starfish. Like, is that too much to ask for? Or like, I don't know. I want the villains to all be like sea monster names, like Kraken, and like Loch Ness. Okay, well, like, does the Loch Ness Monster count as like a sea monster? You get what I mean, okay? You know what I mean. Also, if you want to check out another great channel for PreCure content, I recently came across a channel by the name of Magical Cinnamon, and I found him through his PreCure My Favorite Cures from Every Season video, and he has so much PreCure content, so I would definitely recommend checking him out because I think seeing anyone talk about PreCure on the internet is so great because truly, I feel like I'm in like a little bubble of PreCure fans. And I would love to talk with more people about it and just share my love of like literally one of my favorite series of all time because it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button. Really means a lot to me. In the comments down below, let me know which PreCure's design is your favorite. And if you have any theories of your own, I would love to hear them in the comments. I would love to discuss them with you. Also, if you want to chat with me literally whenever about PreCure or like anything really, I love chatting with y'all over on Instagram, either on live streams or in messaging. Just my Instagram is always linked in the bio. Just go check it out for cosplay content and just chatting about anything really. But yeah, I'm hoping to get my hands on the candy figures for Tropical-Rouge, so keep an eye out on that. I might also have a possible PreCure merch haul I'm working on. We're just waiting for stuff to come in the mail, but I could have some more PreCure content. So again, give this video a big like if you're here for PreCure content or like any anime content. Do you want me to talk about other anime besides PreCure? Because I will. I do watch other things besides PreCure. I know it probably seems like all I do is play Animal Crossing, watch PreCure, and like talk about Love Live. I swear I like other things. So if you want more like, not anime reviews, but just like anime discussions, is that what I could do? Do you want more of these Gabby takes notes on things and discusses them with you? Because believe me, I miss being a college student so much that the idea of taking notes like excites me. I am excited to take notes. But yeah, thank you all again, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!